Okay, so today we found out that Johnny Depp is suing, which I think is great, to actually find out if she donated the money or not, which we know that she didn't. So, and we know that she didn't. And I think he knows also that she didn't. She donated $100,000 out of 7 million. So I think it's great. She is totally is screwed. Like she is. I mean, not like she wasn't in trouble before because of the dogs, because of all the things, the perjury, the fake pictures, the all the situations. But now is even. Man, now it's like just completely official that they can check that. They can go into the system and be like, well, there was this donation from this person, this person, this person. Then it wasn't nothing from her. And if there's anything from her, it was $100,000 that I'm thinking that was Elon Musk money. So today, this is what happened. Johnny Depp is suing the American Civil Liberties Union, ACLU, to see whether ex-wife Amber Heard ever fulfilled her promise to donate $7 million divorce settlement to charity. DailyMail.com can exclusively reveal, well, the Daily Mail. Daily Mail is always revealing everything, the good and the bad. So I'm kind of thankful for the DailyMail.com, but at the same time, they are the ones that started talking about Manson being a disgrace person or whatever. But they got on this today. That's what I got on here to say this very quite fast because it happened today. So Amber Heard, 35, declared that she didn't want Johnny Depp's money after their explosive 2016 breakup and vowed instead and promised to split the mammoth payment between two good causes. But the actor's lawyers believe that altruistic gesture was a sham and have spent more than a year. They have spent, okay, I didn't know this, that his team has spent more than a year chasing the money and trying to see what happened. But logistically, that's probably very hard. It's a lot of paperwork for us to understand. But this is not news. We know that she didn't donate it. Chasing children in the hospital, Los Angeles, and the American Civil Liberty Union to find out how much they actually received from her. Back in January, DailyMail.com revealed a series of documents turned over by hospital bosses, which suggested they received only $100,000, which is what we all been saying, way short amount of the $7 million that she promised. The ACLU refuses to cooperate, but Johnny Depp has now ramped up the pressure by filing a motion to compel a New York Supreme Court, nice, to force them to comply with a string of subpoenas. Oh man, they can't say no anymore. They have been subpoenaed with a string of subpoenas, and in their outrageous stonewalling, they're being given Johnny the wall pretty much this whole time. The ACLU. The Los Angeles Children's Hospital was more open about it, and they have said that she didn't do it. But the ACLU has been kind of like giving his team crap about getting information. But now he, oh my gosh, it's too early for me. Now he subpoenaed them. So he subpoenaed them. So now they're going to have to show documents, whether they like it or not. He filed today a motion to compel a New York Supreme Court to force him to comply with a string of subpoenas. So they're going to have to say it. They're going to have to say it, whether they want it or not. Whatever Muskie is paying for or not, they're going to have to say it. Once you've been subpoenaed, you either have to go or you have to just like escape and fly out of the country. Like you really have no other thing but just to show up and send your paperwork or send your lawyers or whatever. But they're going to have to show documents. The documents are going to say that she didn't, unless, and this will be like bigger than perjury, unless they say that she did donate it, and we just have to believe at face value what they're saying. But Johnny filed a motion. So even if they say she did, they're going to have to answer legally to what he's filing. So they might say to the public, to the media, they're probably going to do it anytime this week, that she donated the money, that this is outrageous. They're going to say that to us, probably. But they can't say that to Johnny's lawyers once something is filed. They can refuse. Can they refuse? They can't refuse anymore. because they got a subpoena on them. They can't refuse anymore. They're going to have to talk about it. Okay. And they're going to have to show him the info. We know she did not donate it. But I don't know, for some reason, the ACLU is being like, they have been giving him the wall and the no treatment for quite a while. And I think it has a lot to do with media. Probably has something to do with Elon Musk and something to do with the way they want to portray her and the type of corrupted, dirty coverage that they've been doing this whole time. And how do they want to make us think and believe that she donated when now it's going to be very obvious that she didn't, because they have to answer to Johnny's filing. That's it. Short and sweet. This is what happens today. So it's been kind of crazy because yesterday that Ashley Waters chick that filed the thing against Manson with the biggest lies that I heard so far, it makes me think that she probably is the one that started the whole thing. Like a little quiet mouse, nobody even knows who she is. The only reason I know who she is because I was looking on Instagram and I like she was friends with Manson, so I looked her up. And she was his assistant, and now she filed something crazy yesterday. Last week we have Ashley Morgan. Yesterday we have Ashley Walters. And today we have this news from Johnny's camp, which I think is great. I don't see this as I don't think they can go over this. There have been subpoenaed. They will go to, I don't know if they will go to jail per se if they don't show the documents right away, but they will have to show them eventually, if that makes sense. They're going to have to show the documents before Virginia's 2022. I don't know when it's going to start. Whatever, they might have a few months, but they're going to have to come up with something. And they're not going to be able to come up with anything because there are records that she didn't donate it. So I don't know why the Los Angeles Children's Hospital, which they are amazing, they went straight up and say she didn't do it. But for some reason, the other organization are trying to deny it. They're trying to give him the boot, and saying that they don't want to comply. Probably because they just don't want the scandal on their side and they don't want to look bad. Or because they don't want to admit that they took the money from somebody else and say that it was from Amber. This is very sad because these people are supposed to be doing something good for everybody, and the fact they're just giving Johnny so much crap and not being honest to him, it makes you think about who the ACLU actually are. If they are on the good side, they're not the good guys, obviously. If they're protecting her, and they're protecting her probably because they have a big tip from the only person I can think of is Elon Musk. I mean, who else has that type of money? $7 million. Who else? Nobody. So that's what happened today, and this is pretty cool given the situation. And I'm not talking about Manson. This just happened to be, I don't know if it's a coincidence, but last week and this week has been crazy for both of them. And it might just be a coincidence that it's dropping this way, but I think not. Given evidence of witness statements dated in February 26, 2020, Amber Heard stated, "I remain financially independent from Johnny the whole time we were together, and the entire amount of my divorce settlement was donated to charity." She didn't say she was going to donate it. She didn't say, "I promise I'm going to donate it in 2021. She said she had donated. Like that's past sentence. She said she already had donated. So that's when she, shot herself on the foot. If she was a little bit smarter than this, she could have said that she was going to donate it or she was in the process of doing that. But no, she said that she did. Bad, Amber. Bad. So now I'm going to look if I can see the video of her saying this she done, because it's amazing. I mean, not amazing. It's pretty sad. Oh my God, everybody is like covering this thing now. I guess I wanted to get on it before it's not like I'm going to forget. I'm not going to forget, but before it's old. Um, there is a video of Amber. I don't know if it's the UK or Canada or some type of TV show that she's talking to the TV host, and she's all about, she does that thing that she does. I don't want to laugh. It's not funny at all. It's just really messed up. I was gonna do actually a video later on her. This just came last minute, but I was gonna do a video tonight on Amber and her famous bruises, and going to actually cover what happened and how she went to the James Corden talk show after, and she was moving her arms, mind you, with a bruised rib and a cut lip and all that. So I took very close ups of her face, and not only she looked flawless and beautiful like always, and flawless, but she's also making all these expressions like I am right now, and it's moving, and she's doing all this with her hands, and she's making so many expressions with her lip, and it's almost impossible, or it is impossible, that she will be able to do that if she was that hurt. So this is what I think, and I hope the Virginia judge agrees with all of us on YouTube that if you lie once about something, and it shows character, what else are you going to lie about? Like, she lied about the dogs, she lied about the donation, she lied about Australia, she lied about the bruises on the cut lip. We can see there is no cut lip. She has her hair like this, which I think she did on purpose. She did that totally on purpose. So then she can say after, I have to cover my face to go to the TV show because I was bruised. If you have a black eye, you're not just bruised on your eye. It kind of goes sometimes this way. It can go sometimes this way. So I don't know what type of black eyes you get, but it's not a completely, you don't look like a panda, like a raccoon. It can get yellow. First it gets red, and then it gets blue and purple, depends if you're Caucasian or not, the skin color you have. But even if you have different skin color that she has, bruises have a anatomy that they go through, period. And the cut lip can be covered by red lipstick, totally. But what she's doing with her mouth, she is talking so much. She's in a talk show, right? So she's talking so much. She's cracking jokes. She's laughing at this person's jokes. She is recalling about something about her dancing ballet for a movie, and she's pretending to do that again. And she's moving so much. And I remember seeing that back in the day, and I thought, okay, well, she has the healing powers of a, vampire or something. I don't know how she can heal so fast. So a cut lip can be covered with lipstick, but that's it. That's about it. The nose, if it's broken, there's no way that she went there with a broken nose. You be in so much pain. We all know that already. That's all news, but it isn't at the same time. Because what I'm thinking is, if I was on that court or whatever, it's what else you lie about? You have this history of violence, the history of lying, of perjury, the history of smuggling dogs when you're not supposed to. You have people saying in court and statements that you were trying to grease them. It's one of the emails that she said, do you know who can I grease? Grease is to give money to, bribe, to get this and this done. We have proof that she talked to the people from the building and told them to lie for her. It's so much. This is like the cherry on top of everything. But we already knew that she was lying, and Johnny knows that she's been lying. But this makes it more official, and it's great that he filed this. I feel like he's getting a lot of confidence back, and it's pretty awesome, really. It's sad that we have to get to this point, and I can't wait until Manson does the same thing. It might just take maybe a year or more. And he's gonna have a lot, because he has at least 5 or 6 girls lying. So it's gonna be a lot. But hopefully this happens eventually, and then people can get, they're not gonna go to jail. They're not. I've already said it 100 times. I don't see Amber Heard going to jail, but she's gonna be blacklisted from Hollywood. She's not going to be able to work. She's not ever going to be taken serious ever again. Probably going to jail will be better than just the humiliation that she's going to go through. She is already. Everybody on YouTube is talking about her, but then you go out there in the real world of the world out there, and she has plenty of people defending her. And I don't know if it's just because they don't have the info that we have here. Oh, they just want to believe her because they don't want to use the brain, and it's actually they just believe everything. Those people that believe that Amber is innocent are the same people that believe that Manson is guilty. Same people. People that read LA Times, people that read People's Magazines, people that read the New York Times, no, the New Yorker, the Cut Magazine, Rolling Stone Magazine. All those people are being taking these two guys down. So if you are the type of person who you never ask any questions, that you believe everything at face value, then yeah, you're gonna say, "Oh, it was in the LA Times, so it has to be true. Has to be true because it's in the LA Times, so it has to be true." And because it's a woman and all that. But besides the point that she's being a woman, like the fact that it's on mainstream media, not at some type of dark web YouTube situation, is in the mainstream newspapers that Manson is already guilty. And Johnny also. There's no, how can you not open your eyes on this? You have to be a zombie. You really have to be a zombie. So what else it says here? It was hard to find because this just came out. So I'm trying as fast as I can to find it. Okay, there she says the entire divorce settlement was donated to charity. And Judge Andrew Nichols, we know, cited the jester while deciding the case in the son's favor, writing, "Her donation of the $7 million to charity is hardly the act of one would expect, not the one would expect for a gold digger." So the judge has been saying, the judge at the UK, hope he gets, he should retire. He pretty much said that she's not a gold digger because if she was a gold digger, she wouldn't donate it to charity. Well, she didn't. So now we know. I think the judge did not have that info back then. And if he did, he ignored it. But maybe give it the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he didn't have it. But now we have it. So now it's out there. Johnny Depp, 57, later raised the issue of the missing, there's a missing payment. Missing charity payment when he challenged the ruling. His lawyers arguing the UK court was fed a calculated and manipulated lie designed to achieve a potential favorable impression of her. Yeah, so she can look good, right? Because she already looked really bad about smuggling the dogs and all that. So she needed to do this to look good. It's just very simple. It's not rocket science. I don't know why it's so hard for people to believe what she did. She didn't do what she said she did. Anyway, a panel of judges say the new evidence wouldn't make any difference. However, it will make a difference, and refuse his bid for an special selling with 800,000 in legal. Well, because it seems like they just don't want to deal with it because the legal costs are so much. They're saying it's about $800,000. So still, they should do it just because it's the right thing to do. Doesn't matter how much it costs. But that's not stopping Johnny Depp deploying the same arguments in a separate $50 million defamation suit. Yeah, in Fairfax County, Virginia state, which accused her $50 million. Oh my God, this is amazing. Which accused her of creating an hoax and fake and perjury against him. Blah 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 blah. Being a domestic violence survivor and just for dramatic effect. The Washington Post. Those beautiful people too. There's so many like assholes. The Washington Post is like, and probably in the high in the list of bullshit of people that are just, they believe her 100% just because she was like, I'm gonna write this and you're gonna print it and it's gonna be true. The Washington Post and the Sun are the ones that started this whole thing. LA Times and New York Post, now they're going against Manson, calling him a disgrace. You know how like they called Johnny a wife beater without checking any evidence, without thinking the heaviness of those words, wife beater, without thinking what repercussion that was going to be, what's going to make it his life, his kid's life. Anyway, they didn't think about it. The same people are calling Manson a disgrace. I read it yesterday on my video. I already read that. This is now one of the victims saying, "Oh my God, he's a disgrace." This is the LA Times calling Manson a disgrace musician, the disgraced musician. That's just, why are you throwing insults like that? Like they're treating him like he killed somebody, literally. The people that do horrible things are not dragged to the mud publicly and being called names on the newspaper. And I don't know why they treat him any different, because he happens to be Marilyn Manson. He should get the same treatment than any guy or anybody, any human would get. But no, he's being called a disgrace, which is not a wife beater, but it's already bad. You can see already what side they're on. It's really obvious. Washington Post headlined it, "I spoke against sexual violence and face a culture raw." Although this is the crap that she wrote. I'm not going to read it. You know what she wrote for the Washington Post. Everybody knows that. And the news filing, their staff lawyer pointed out the September 2019 declaration from Amber Heard that in the Virginia suit that states that the idea for the article came from the ACLU itself. Ooh. So it came out from them. Maybe. I'm not sure about this. Maybe it came out from them. Why they have to do? Why the ACLU is like supporting with the Washington Post supporting her? I mean, this is really like, the only thing I can think of is Elon Musk. Who else has enough money to buy a newspaper? And Anthony Romero, we know. Just looking for the video when she says that she donated, because it's like the way she gasped and she just double blinks her eyes like that. Like, it is so fake. Anthony Romero, the director of the ACLU, introduced Amber Heard to a colleague, Jessica something, who in turn suggested the idea that she might write an op-ed in Washington Post about how her experience exemplifies the issues faced by those who speak out about abuse and violence. Yeah, not just against men. It was just in general, but she got it. Like, she got on it. Amber Heard goes out to describe how she worked with ACLU to draft. Yeah, they helped her draft the op-ed for Washington Post. Okay, and they placed it in the newspaper. We know that, right? So Johnny Depp's lawyers say that after Amber Heard cited her charitable giveaway in a sworn evidence, yeah, she swore of it. She swore in court. The initial legal moves into the USA to get to the bottom of her claims, and he subpoenaed their butt. That's great. I'm so glad that he did. I'm sure this is really stressful to go through, and it's stressful to even look at. So I'm sure for Johnny and for Manson, this is like so problematic for their mental health and their health in general. But the fact this is happening and this he filed it today, I think is pretty good news. It is pretty good news. Let me see if I can get that video. I know probably right now it doesn't even matter, but it does matter because it's just so funny. So not only she was investigated by the LAPD, but she also been investigated. Now she's going to be investigated straight up by Johnny's team. And the thing, I see what happened now. But what I still don't get is who paid. If somebody paid for the rest, who paid for it? And who is paying these people to protecting her? Who is? Is Elon Musk? Is somebody? Is Hollywood? Is like a whole mob of corruption and just dirtiness that started with the Me Too movement back then? That I'm not saying it was a bad thing 100%, because there were some people there that had a story to tell, and for real, that stuff that happened to them. Some. But then it just was a snowball effect. And as Manson said on the video I posted yesterday, he said in an interview in 2017 that there's always going to be accusations, and that he was worried that the Me Too movement was going to start a snowball effect against any type of artist. And he said it in 2017, and it happened. So, there's no point of just keep. All right, so that's it. I'm just wanted to pop up here really fast to just support whoever is supporting him, and to kind of unsupport everybody else. And hopefully people, not me, but hopefully people not the YouTube community, but the people that still believe her, which I can't understand. Maybe they're going to start thinking about it today. They're going to be like, oh, where's the receipt? Where's the proof that she donated? And where's the proof that she didn't donate it? Where's the proof that somebody else donated? Where's the proof? Where is the email exchange between them? Because she said she did. She is so dumb. She could have said, I'm in the process. I'm in the process of donating. I am about to donate it. I'll be willing to donate it. She said, I donated it. ED at the end. Like, you already did it. Bad, Amber. Anyway, I'm going to go and I'm going to come back with a video on her cut lip and her bruises and her red lipstick and all that. And I'm going to show you that that's impossible. It is. I can be covering a cut lip right now. Yeah, I could. But I will not be talking the way I'm talking if I had a cut lip and a broken nose. I won't be able to move my face and do all the expressions that she does. She did in that TV show. Just so shameful. She's such a shame. She really is. And I'm just going to come back later.